Diane's listened to you. She knows that you wanted extended sizing. We're doing extended sizing. We are also doing 3 different inseams. We're doing petite, we're doing average, and we're doing tall. I don't say most, I'm gonna say all. All of our models are wearing the talls because they're all tall. I am average length, I am wearing the average. I'm just about 5'5". And I believe I might be shorter than Diane though. Diane, are you like 5'6"?
Yeah, 5'6½".
Yeah. I knew I was shorter
than you. To that half, but I'm not sure about it. But you know what? I take an average, and it comes down to the bottom of my ankle. Well, first of all, let me say that this is not, even though it looks like a woven, and I'm actually going to take it off the hanger. It looks like a woven, but it is a sexy, lightweight, thin profile French terry sweatpant. And you will find that each and every one of the colors has a tonal contrast inside, so that when you cuff it, come the warmer weather, should you want to, that's a little bit of additional interest to it. But the main interest is the fact that it is the first time ever to do a French terry without that scratchy, looped interior, to do it much thinner, and to do it with see how thin that profile is? And to do it with 8% spandex. And to also have developed a cotton yarn in a knit, which is almost impossible. I can only think of one other time in my entire career that I was able to create a knit, our knit twill, where you could do actual indigo dye on it and hand rub it down. But this is a treasure, and it really and totally came out of a desperation and a need for clothing that you could wear to lounge around the house and work around the house, but also to wear out. You know, and COVID is not going to be here forever. And when COVID gets into a manageable lifestyle form and we're all out and about again, this is going to be a pant that you will wear out with pride, grace, comfort. And you know what? Ultimately, it's just a modern version of a sweatpant that is shaped and measured and spec'd for a mature woman's body. So for me, and I said this, I don't know if I think I admitted this to Helen on the phone call, but why not? I'll share. I have a 34.5, 35-inch waist, and I have 36-inch hips. That's how I'm shaped. I'm gigantic through the middle, and then I've got kind of these tiny twig legs. How could I find a pant that fit me and made me look good? Because by the time you get up to the size you need for my waist, I'm in a bottom where it would be like wearing 2 giant balloons. I would never have any kind of conformity to my form. But this does it, because these stretch 10, 12 inches through the waist and 20 inches easy through the hip area. And here's the other beauty. Unlike a woven, they have true 4-way stretch. They stretch across, the weft, the warp, and the bias. So if you are trying, and I'm trying to be very productive with my time at home and work a lot, garden a lot, I'm writing my 2nd book, doing all kinds of stuff. You know what? No excuses anymore for not doing it with some style and some sense of body pride. Because I think it's really dangerous to always be wearing these pajama, like super voluminous clothing, because you kind of lose the sense of self-pride. This puts it right back into order again, and I'll tell you what. Spandex, weirdly enough, is not only about stretch, it's about a silky hand feel. So the reason why these are a different color on the inside is because we knit the spandex to the inside, because it doesn't absorb color as well put the cotton to the outside, put the polyester, which acts exactly like the way a knit jersey polyester would act, and it stretches like crazy and comes right back and holds its shape. This is probably going to be, for this period of life going forward, the most practical bottom and the most attractive you've ever bought. I don't care if you gain 10 pounds during COVID or lose it. This waistband will never roll on you. This waistband is so easy to wear, and it looks so authentic. I've got my faux button, although this does open up if you do want to turn around and pull these on with the button open and then button them. I've got a flat front. I've got a faux fly. And then to the back, I have my classic pockets. Everything about it just says, wear me, love me, let me make you happy. If I had to rename this, I would name it the Zen Pant, because I think you could be doing everything in these, from Pilates to meditating to sitting down and eating an ice cream sundae, which I did the other day and then wanted to kill myself afterwards. I mean, I had to eat 14,000 calories later. But this pant doesn't bark back at you.
Wait, but was the sundae good? That's the important question.
Well, I do a really crazy thing if you want to know the truth.
Yeah, I do.
I take Cool Whip and I put it in the freezer.
Ooh.
And I use it instead of ice cream. And then I use organic coconut flakes as the crunchy stuff on the top.
That sounds pretty guilt-free, Diane. I think you're being too hard.
You're being a little. Because we didn't get to the fudge sauce yet, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
there's
we
more.
missed a few points along the way there.
Okay.
But you know what? This is one of those pants that is so forgiving.
I can't even, I'm stretching it out of the television set. Like it's going out of the, like I can't wait. I got to do less because it's going outside the monitor. Look at these pants. They're so stretchy. Like a sweatpant, but they fit. By the way, buy your regular size. You don't have to go up a size or down. Buy your regular size. It'll stretch to wherever you're at right now until you are at where you want to be. That's what I want to say. Like I did not have to go up a size in these, and I was really thinking I was gonna have to, because I've gone up a size in pretty much all, like my wardrobe. I have kind of like 2 sizes, you know, like I think like a lot of people, I'm definitely in the higher of the 2 sizes. I'm wearing a medium, which is, you know, like an 810 here at HSN, but I think it's stretched to a medium and a half. Is that a size, Diane? Medium and a half? I think that's what I meant.
You know what? At this point in our history, you just have to have clothes that are going to work with you, not against you.
Right.
And you have to have clothes that are going to love you and make you love yourself. Because I think so often, and I know it because I just turned 75, you look in the mirror and you say, oh my, what happened? Nothing happened. Aging happened. Hormones happened. And the point is, we don't have our own magazine. We don't have our own movie stars that are over a certain age as females. We don't have anybody to model ourselves. So what we do is we look at these young twiglet teenage model glamazons and we think that we're a failure because we don't look like them. No. And the other problem is we don't have our own dedicated clothing brand that says, I know you. I understand you. I'm your sister. I'm right here with you. And you do now, because that's what DG2 is about. So this is not a stretch sweat jean for a teenager. This is for a woman over 45 or 50 who's had a couple of kids or not, who's had a couple of plates of pasta or more. And it's time to stop blaming ourselves, and it's time to start celebrating aging, and this is perfect pant to do it in. The cotton is so elemental. A jean is, as a look, is so iconic, and a sweatshirt, a sweatpant, has been around forever. And you marry all of that together with new technology, a whole new kind of knit that is multi-directional stretch to the max. And what do you have? You have knit flex. You have something nobody else has. And when these are gone, the earliest they will come back because you have to use special knitting equipment. Look at this. Whoa. Is a year from now. There will be no other way to program these in. So if you want the ultimate in comfort and you want a pant, I don't want 2 wardrobes. I don't think I will ever go back to an uptight corporate lifestyle kind of dressing. But this can be worn indoors, outdoors, casual, more dressed up, winter, spring, summer, fall, with sandals, with fashion tennis shoes, with ankle boots, with knee highs or Sherpas. It's got so many different moods
Diane,
you can create.
Do you only have one more presentation of the Today Special after this?
Just one more. Just one more.
Okay. So in the 9 and 10 o'clock are the final show for Diane. She's got a 2-hour show then. That is it. I want to show you all the colors, but I want you guys to treat yourself now. $13.30 on any major credit card. The Indigo, if you can do the Indigo, I think everybody should do the Indigo. This is like a must.
I've got it on. I love it.
The moss, I'm wearing the easy top with it. I mean, love it. Also, now 37,000 gone. The chambray, I know, is Diane's favorite. If you're a chambray gal, here's your chambray. That you're gonna absolutely love this. Then you've got the gray and the black. I want to show them to you next to each other. They are close, but the gray is that true.
But different.
But different, right. So that's why I wanted to show you them in the same shot. Here's the soft gray, kind of like Diane's cat is more like the soft gray.
Irina,
right? I'm wearing the black. Then you've got the amethyst, which is like a soft rose color, and then the beige. And we talked about this in the last presentation. If you're still wearing those uncomfortable khakis that could be the least flattering food group known to man, or khaki pants, I am not a fan of those cotton khaki pants. I always think that they don't look great. Years ago when I lived in Los Angeles, I did television commercials for a living, and it was sort of like a uniform, khaki pants and like a shirt. And I was like, ugh, these khaki, I couldn't think of anything where I looked worse in was the khaki pants, and I was young and tiny then. But so you're gonna look, how about looking sexy in pants instead of that kind of frumpy look? And no matter what your size, it's not anything to do with size, by the way, it has to do with fit. Fit, that's what these are all about. $39.90, yeah, they're not a lot of money, but boy, are they gonna be a game changer. The only thing you're gonna say is, I wish I would have bought more. You're gonna come back and they're gonna be at the higher price. That's why I really recommend you get a couple of colors. We've got the easy top that's gonna be coming up, so we'll be able to mix and match and bring the whole wardrobe together. But look at Valerie in those chambray. I mean, Diane, it's like you don't have feel-o-vision, but the best part about these jeans isn't even that they look so fantastic, it's that they feel so fantastic.
Yeah, and you know, they feel fantastic on the inside and the outside. When you use, and I don't want to use the word corrosive in the wrong way, but indigo dyes, which we can now add a dollop of black to, so that the gray and the black and the indigo and the chambray are all done with that kind of dye. They break down the cotton fibers, and what that does is it makes actually the fabric even stretchier. That's why it makes the fabric, which is a French terry knit. Look at that stretch. I'll just like go straight off the screen with it. Multi-directional. Then the spandex, and you may not know this, Helen, spandex is actually a wrinkle deterrent. So you could wear these pants 4 days, 5 days in a row and never have a wrinkle in them. And then the 8% spandex also is a deterrent to losing shape. So they come back into shape overnight every single time. They're a miracle. And, you know, I just did an exercise with myself and pulled out every sweat pant I had in my closet. And it was like, oh my gosh, that one is so baggy. Oh, that one looks like a harem pant. Oh, that one, I don't like all the shearing around the waistband. That one's so bulky. One of them weighed like 10 pounds. I didn't even know it was made out of. This is light. This is a thin profile that creates no bulk on the body, but it does camouflage. So I'm wearing the indigo. So if you're someone like me who has cellulite on your thighs, or your derriere, this will glide right over that. This will take care of that problem. I love cuffing it. I love the fact that we made the fibers the way we knit it, so that the spandex, which feels, it's really a silk feel-alike, is to the inside of the fabric. And you've got contrast on every single one. So that works back to the hoodie. But most of all, I love the fact that it's exclusive. And at $39, and you know, I keep sitting in these because they're so easy to sit in. They've got, look at all, here, I'm
Diane,
not even
you've
grabbing.
got to be tired though. You've been working since midnight, and you mentioned your age earlier, so you're doing amazing. Like the fact that
No, I don't get tired, and I actually work out for like 2 weeks before every TS. I will work out like 3 hours a day.
Wow.
Of standing and doing Zumba and stuff, and I did it for the last 2 weeks.
To get ready for the big day.
I wanted to see how far I could take these. Like, could I do, you know, all my kicks and all my dance moves and stuff? And these were incredible. They were incredible, and they were even more amazing after I put them in a washing machine and dryer.
Diane, I want a video of you doing Zumba in these. I feel like that would help, you know, sell that. I don't know if we have that. That would be
I don't think I'm going to do that for you, Helen. I don't know that you're...
I was this close.
I don't think your intentions are altogether pure on that.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I think that might be kind of funny to Diane, you know, doing her Zumba class. I don't know.
I make it up as I go along. I'm being perfectly honest with you, you know. But I have worn these to exercise in. I've worn these to do my dance exercises in. I've worn these to go to the hairdresser, the gourmet market. I've worn these and had people come into the house. If I was wearing the equivalent of as a regular old sweatpant, which is what you think of with French terry, everybody, I'm sure at my hairdressers, they would have taken me aside and said, are you not feeling well? Is something wrong with you?
Why didn't you put pants on?
I personally use fashion as a statement of health, energy, vigor, and kind of, you know, where I am mentally. And when you're wearing something that makes you look this good while it's performing for you at a top level, that is the ultimate garment for me. I don't like clothing that gets in my way. I don't like clothing that restricts me or holds me down or says you can do this, but you can't do that or that. Right. These are everywhere and everything. And at the same time, they look so enriched. And we have never before been able to do a cotton knit bottom where we can actually dip it. You have to dip it up to 9 times. You can't dip, you can't go beyond that, but up to 9 times in indigo dyes, and then hand rinse it down, and then hand rub it for that authentic denim look. So if you're in a mood like me, where you're saying, I just don't want to wear anything rigid. I don't want to wear anything binding. I don't want to wear anything where if I eat a big lunch, it cuts into me, or I have to get up into that high SUV and load a bunch of stuff in from the big box store. You know, I'm a big one for toilet paper and water. So I must think that the world is coming to an end about every 2 weeks because I've got tons of it in the house.
You're the one. But I was wondering who was buying all the toilet paper.
I'm the one who's caused the entire shortage in the Northeast.
It's all Diane Gilman's fault.
I admit it.
It's just like
I admit it.
rows and rows and rows of toilet paper. All right, guys, only one more show today. From 9 to 10 o'clock, Diane has her final presentation, the Today Special. So if you're thinking, gosh, those look so soft, they look so comfortable, I really want them, put that $13.30 down. It's any major credit card. And whether you get the Indigo and Chambray, I would start with the basics if you've never, you know, if you're like, okay, I have to have, and then go for a fashion color. My favorite is this moss green. The gray and the black are also both available. I'm actually wearing the black. I love it. It's a soft black.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's gorgeous,
it's
but you know,
retro.
wear your regular HSN size, or if you're a double extra small, say, Yes, please, because we have it. If you're a 4X and 5X, yes, we have extended sizing in these. We are working on having extended sizing in everything. We're not quite there yet, but we do hear you. This today's special is one of the first. We're kind of introducing that in 2021. Extra, extra small through 5X in these pants. I'm wearing the medium. I do have extra room though. I mean, lots of room in the waist and stretch here. And these are the medium. And let me tell you something. I have not been a good girl in 2020. I was not like working out and doing Zumba the way Diane is. If Zumba means binging on Netflix, I don't know. That's kind of what I did in 2020.
Okay, Helen, I don't want you to get too impressed because my refrigerator is right over there in the middle of my living room. So at some point while I was doing Zumba last week, I decided it'd be a very good idea to be dancing with the refrigerator door open, eating while I was dancing.
Hey,
I thought, isn't that the way they say calories? Calories in, calories out. I mean, what's wrong with that? No problem.
Hey, it's you know, eating is actually you're working your arms, your
in your mouth. I know it takes a lot of calories. But you know what? I did everything in these pants. I lounged around on the sofa. I binge watched The Crown for like 2 days. I cooked some pretty extravagant meals for myself. I went outdoors and my poor little plants, but my perennials, I'm sort of like taking care of those. I went here, I went there, I went to the hairdresser. I never show a major introduction, a world premiere of a bottom without test driving it intensely. And I will have to be perfectly honest with you. The first time I put these on, they looked good on a hanger, but I thought, okay, so what? I put them on and I thought, whoa, wait a minute. The comfort of a broken in pair of sweatpants and the glamour of a perfect fitting lean jean, you gotta be kidding. And then when I stretched the waistband and I ate a huge meal in these and another huge meal and nothing happened, no button popped, no grommet came off, there was a red rim around my waist. Everything I did in these had a super comfort aspect to them. I thought, this is a killer pant. This is an absolute winner. And so, you know what, ladies? You don't have to be in an overwhelmingly sloppy sweatpants situation anymore. You can have the comfort of your favorite sweats with the glamour of your favorite lean jean. Look what they do going down the hip, how it just glides over you. And then the stretch up and down and the stretch diagonally means you could be in so many active situations, like doing Pilates and whatever, and you would be ultimately comfortable. You would never get a wrinkle. You'd never have a seam pop. That's modern dressing to me. That's practicality. Tons of always stretch, no wrinkling, totally new look. Actually, new look in terms of a knit, a new fabric, and kind of a fake out of, oh yeah, I've got the perfect body. No, I've never gained a pound and I'm in a skinny jean and nobody needs to know it's got 8% spandex and you've got stretch from now until next Tuesday.
Oh, it is. These are, I mean, it's beyond stretchy and so comfortable. By the way, machine washable. I would hang these up to dry or put them in the dryer on a low setting because you've got all that spandex. I really want you guys to treat yourself. I really want you to start 2021 with optimism. I don't want anybody to be hard on themselves if they did not, if they did not focus on, their health in 2020 insofar as eating and exercise. Listen, we were just trying to get through the day in 2020. Be nice to yourself. These are, I'm gonna rename these, Diane. These are the be nice to yourself jeans. That's what they are.
These are the love, you know what? These are the love yourself jeans.
Yes.
Because I think that we all get so angry at ourselves. And especially when you start to age, when I look at all the fashion magazines, because after all, I'm a fashion designer first, on television second of all, all I ever see are young, perfect bodies. And I know these girls, and I know that they don't eat. Some of them don't eat for a week at a time. And that's not something I could do or would do. Food is a great reward to me. But those are the only images I have. And then I go into a store, and I swear to you, Helen, I went to try on a pair of leggings. They were polyester. They were multi-seamed. Okay. Ladies, I know I'm not a twiglet, but am I big? Well, I tried on, I take small in DG2. I didn't even bother with small. I went to a medium. I couldn't get my foot through the leg opening. So I went to a large. I got my foot through, but I couldn't pull them up past my calf. Then I went to the extra large. And then I went out and asked the sales girl. And she said, Miss, I think you've got the wrong body type for this brand. I said, how can you say that? They're leggings. Yeah. But you know what? Even for leggings, if they're not shaped correctly, we give much more room and latitude to you through the waist area. We give you all those details of a jean, but there's no bulk of a zipper. There's no front pocket bags. But I'm a small in DG2. I believe I'm a size small. I deserve to be a size small for all the Zumba I do. And you know what? You're going to find that you just feel so much better about yourself when you get into the size that you truly are at the stage of life you're at. No, I am not a size small 20-year-old, but I am a size small 70-year-old. And guess what? They fit like a dream. I still have some sex appeal. They do wonders for my silhouette, and they will for you too. And they accommodate a huge waist. The hugest part of my body, the big part of my body, is my waist and my tummy. There would be no other place on earth with the 34 and a half inch on a great day waist I have to get, and skinny little legs, which a lot of us age into that body type. There'd be nowhere on earth to get a jean as a sweatshirt, as a sweatpant that looked this good, that fit me whether I gained 10 pounds or lost 10 pounds. And just the silhouette of it is great. And the front opening is so classically denim. I mean, everything about this to me is, it just checks off every box.
Every
Can
box.
I eat? Yes.
Yep.
Can I dance? Yes. Can I exercise? Yes.
Wait, can I
eat?
nap?
Oh, did I mention that?
Did
yes.
I nap? Am I allowed to nap? Yes.
Can I take a nap?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the item number for the today's special, 730608. I'm so excited for those of you like myself who bought the today's special. I'll be wearing them on air. You know you're going to see me in these.